Okay, here it is. I put new batteries in it. Looks like it's a little faster. I think it's going to weigh me. I wanted to skip this so bad, you have no idea. Nope, it's still not working. Although I should keep that. That is awesome. No, I weigh about 238, so 107 is not right. Oh, man. Why did... It went to kilograms again. Okay, hang on. Alright, let's try it again. It says pounds now. Hey, you guys in Europe, you could translate that. Okay, 237.2. I'm hanging in at the same weight, which is shocking. I'll take it. Hello, Grandma DC here, and Scud. He's been with me pretty close for the last couple of days since Angus died, and he's really been a great comfort to me, as always, and Betsy. We've been trying to stay busy, and I want to thank my cousin. She invited me out to a Santa Paws, but I couldn't go because I had another friend who invited me to come out and look at a few houses with her. And I love looking at old houses, and so I had story time. The best thing happened. The realtor who was supposed to meet us to look at this one old house didn't show up. So we walked around the outside and looked in the windows, you know. And I was like, it's okay, it's a cool old house, but you know, I don't think this is the house for you. And so we called another realtor, and she called, and he called, and we all called. And this one agreed to come show us the house. So we went into this house, and it was an old house, really old. I loved the way it was set up because I love old houses. And it was really neat, but very impractical, and they had completely remodeled the center part of the house. Well, it had an attic. And he goes, it's not finished. And I'm like, I am so down with that. And my friend was like, you ain't gonna climb those narrow stairs up to the unknown. And I'm like, yes. I've always wanted to live in the Munsters house. So I am so down with this. So I climbed, and believe you me, those were those narrow stairs. You talk about a blast from my past. Oh my gosh. Oh, my battery's about to die. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. We're all charged up. I'm going to finish this story, and I'm going to tell you another amazing carnivore story that just came to me that someone sent me. But I'll finish this one first. Betsy's making up for my lack of noise without Angus. Betsy, come here. Anyway. So I'm going up this narrow stairs in this old house that's for sale. It's an old farm type of house, even though it was in a town. And all its memories from childhood come flooding back. The only difference was, as a child, I went up on all fours, and our stairs had a slight curve in it. And these are really narrow stairs. Had I not lost 60 pounds on the carnivore diet, I would not have been able to get up this stair. It was so narrow. And our stairs had that curve, so you had that anticipatory thing as you went up. What is up there? And then, of course, at the top of the stairs, like in every good horror movie, there's that little short rail that hides the clown that's going to jump over the side and get you, right? Or ghost, or whatever you're afraid of. And I'm going up these stairs just giggling myself to death. And the realtor man behind me, I suppose, was like, what is this woman doing? She's got to be crazy, right? And I get up there, and there are all these little peaked, low-ceilinged rooms, unfinished, bare bones. You can see the rafters in the roof. Some of them have like a little bit of old yellowed paper, you know, from wallpaper from 100 years ago, just kind of hanging off of them like Spanish moss. It was so cool. I wish I had better descriptive terms for you. And the floors, a few holes, not quite finished at the eaves and the edges, you know. But you could tell the floor had been painted at one time. It's like a green paint that was all chipped off, you know. And so I am just like loving it. I said, oh my gosh, it's just like my childhood. upstairs. And so I told the guy, I said, that would have been my room, the little one at the top of the stairs with the little short railing. I was the monster on the other side of the rail most of the time. Then you went through another small door, which was barely at my head level. And this was open to a bigger room. And I was like, yeah, and this would have been my sister's room. And then there was that little short door, like the little dormer door. And it went into the little bitty, you know, as a child, I went in there and sat, and we played with dollies. It had like all the dollies and things in that little dormer area back in there with a window. And then I looked over and I said, in that room, because at the end of the bigger room was the door. That room was where the monster lived. And I suspect where my mother hid Christmas presents and other things, because as a child, I would not go in there. There's no way. The door in this house was open, and sure enough, it was an unfinished peaked room, and it just had planks down the center that you had to stand on, because if you stepped on either side, you'd have gone through the ceiling downstairs. I was loving it, and he's like telling me, oh, this could be finished, and oh yeah, it could. But I just loved it the way it was. And of course my friend is like at the bottom of the stairs going, what does it look like? And I'm like a horror film. I love it. And then I got to, of course, climb down the ladder, basically, into the basement, which had stone walls and was damp and deliciously scary. And it had the old room down there. And even the realtor didn't know this. I said, there's your coal chute. And this was the coal room. And there was a part of the old coal furnace someone had left down there because it's cast iron and probably heavy as sin. They couldn't get it out. And he was like, I wondered what that was. And I'm like, oh, you young thing, you. That was a lot of fun. So we really enjoyed looking at that house. My friend is like, why do the floors feel like they're rippled? And I'm like, because it's an old house. Woo, I loved it. Needless to say, it's not for him or her. But we did enjoy touring that. And went and looked at another one that wasn't nearly as fun, but was probably way more to their liking. So I was saying I had a second story, and this just came to me. And it was that one of my YouTube family sent me a message and said that she had had some surgery. And of course, we're going to be anonymous and not say what kind. But this surgery had left this person with a wound that would not heal. And for like 6 weeks, over a month, this wound was just draining and oozing and not healing. I mean, this is what I'm getting from her. And she went on the carnivore diet. Now, she didn't say for how long. I'm not sure how long this took. I got the feeling it was pretty quick, like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. 5 weeks, maybe, I don't know, a month. But she went strictly carnivore, and that wound healed. When the bandage came off, there was pink skin underneath, and the wound healed. And this person attributes this to the carnivore diet, which was one of the healing aspects of only eating animal products and meat that I hadn't even realized could happen. So, awesome, cool. I'm so happy for you. And I want to report that in case someone else out there is suffering a similar oozing wound that won't heal. What's it going to hurt you to try it? You know, try it. Okay, back to things that were going on around here. I was invited to a Santa Paws, which was a fundraiser with my cousins. I couldn't go because I had other obligations, but I would love to go to another one. I am not actively looking for a replacement for Angus, no. I said that if, you know, karma or the powers that be brought me another snore baby, I am open to that. There's room in my heart and my home for sure. But not actively looking, are we, Scud? Scud got to go with me yesterday. Yes, come here. So we went for a ride. You got to go visit people. Scud's not super socialized. His breed is a Mexican hairless, and they're like super shy. Say, and not as friendly as Angus was. Angus loved everyone. He says, I like people. I don't, you know, I don't bite or nothing. It's just that I'm scared of them a little bit. Right? Oh, burp. Sorry, bud. A little gassy there, aren't you? What you been eating? So today I am invited to someone's house, and I am going to make my cheesecakes, which is on some of my videos, many of them. I think I'll change it up a little today, and instead of using all cream cheese, I'm going to throw in some ricotta. You can do that with the cheesecake. Like I said, just do, I do 1 egg per chub, 8-ounce thing of cream cheese. And I'm just going to put in a whole small tub of ricotta and another egg for that one. Blend it up really good. I think the ricotta gives it a little bit cheesier cheesecake, which I kind of like. And then I think I might sprinkle some cherry sugar-free Jell-O on top. Make it a cherry sugar-free cheesecake. They're so easy to make. And like I said, you just, mix them up with your artificial sweetener and vanilla, whatever you like. I accidentally put cinnamon extract in one of them, and Pam loved it. She's like, she loves cinnamon. I was like, cinnamon cheesecake. Not my favorite, But today will be just vanilla ones with maybe some cherry flavor sprinkled on top. Or you could, like, make the cherry Jell-O kind of heavy and cut a circle out, put a circle of cherry Jell-O right on top of it. I think that'd be cool. You could pour it on there and chill it. I might do that. That sounds kind of fun. So I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to get busy. Oh, also, before I forget, the Keto Connect kids, and I mention them a lot because I do watch them when they have like that baby. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. They have a new recipe out you need to check out. It's called eggnog pie. And I made it. I didn't make the crust. I just made the filling part, and it worked. The only thing I would change up is they put egg yolks and then the sweetener, erythritol, and I used a little sucralose to bump it, in with the eggs and beat it up. And then they put the heated gelatin, which had cooled, still liquid, into the egg yolks and beat it up. I found that my egg yolks had like an instant sort of reaction to the gelatin, and they just sort of went thick and jellied. And then when I tried to fold them into the heavy whipping cream that you beat stiff, it made little chunks of eggs in it. I liked it, but I like tapioca. So it kind of had that, and then you put that filling into whatever shell you like. I've ordered some Carbolus flour. I'm going to try to make a crust that's as low carb as possible, but for taking to families and things. But it is really good, and my thought was, I have a friend, I said, do you like eggnog pie, eggnog things? She says, no. What planet are you from? What galaxy? Which universe? How can you not like eggnog, especially at this time of year? Anyway, why not put some cocoa powder in there? Maybe melt some Lily's semi-sweet chocolates, and you could make this chocolate egg souffle type leppy pie. Oh well, guess who would definitely try that? Me. Alright guys, I love you all. Thank you for all the well wishes and stuff after Angus has passed away, and I'm not going to cry. I refuse to cry. I've cried enough. Right, Scud? We've cried enough? And I am going to talk to you all later. Like, share, and subscribe. Click on my funny face if you'd like to donate to my PayPal. It's on my homepage down the corner. And it really has helped me so much, guys. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Here they are. A little bit of water on the cookie sheet, and the 2 cheesecakes. Those are 2 3/4 inch high, 7-inch round. And that just makes the perfect amount of cheesecake. So the ingredients really that I showed you in the photo are really all kind of up to you. Like I said, those are 7-inch rounds. It makes 2 of them. I use 4 chubs of cream cheese, or 3 chubs of cream cheese, and the ricotta. And I like the ricotta because I think it makes it a little more cheesier, and it has little chunks in it. But you do whatever you want. The sweetener, it's up to you. I use a 1/2 cup of powdered erythritol because it melts better. And I use a teaspoon of sucralose. Pure sucralose, which I think bumps that sweetness really good. Better than stevia, which kind of can be bitter. And the vanilla. It's up to you. I use a couple of capfuls. Alright? And 1 egg per cheese chub. And as far as like the sour cream and the heavy whipping cream goes, I put in about, like I said, a 1/2 of one of these. And a big dollop of sour cream. About 1/2 of a smaller tub. So, again, taste it. Add more sour cream if you want tangier. If it's really thick and you want it thinner, add more heavy whipping cream. Just beat that stuff all together. Sugar-free cheesecake's so easy to make, I'm surprised they're not on the market some more. Now, I'm going to make myself a chaffle for breakfast because I deserve a treat today. And that is also so simple. Basically, I just put in 1 egg, a handful of mozzarella cheese, and about 2-3 tablespoons of pork rinds. Yeah, you could put almond flour. You could do all kinds of stuff. And then you just cook it. See, my beater's from beating up the cheesecake. And you just put it in your waffle maker. There you go. I'm going to make these extra good. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and a little vanilla. Woohoo! This is going to be so good. Okay, so here's breakfast. This is my treat breakfast. We have the waffle I just made. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar-free syrup on it. This is 6 carbs per 1/4 cup, and there's no way that was a 1/4 cup. And then here's the treat. That's probably why I'm not losing weight, but I'm not gaining either. And I'm at least enjoying some good food. So who says just meat on the carnivore diet, huh? Although that works best for pain. Later, guys.